Okay, so let's get right into it. If you've ever, tried to build a website or get a blog off the ground, you have absolutely seen offers that sound, well, almost magical. Today, we're going to deconstruct one of the most common promises out there, a massive, massive flood of free website visitors. We're going to peel back all the layers and really see what's inside.
And here it is. This is the headline that makes you stop scrolling. 50,000 visitors delivered to any website you want. And of course, the best part, it's supposedly free, with no strings attached. I mean, that's a seriously powerful promise. It speaks to that one thing everyone with a website needs: more traffic, right now.
So you see that and immediately think, okay, this sounds way too good to be true, right? It kind of has to be. So the big question is, what's the catch? How does something like this even work? For this explainer, we're going to put on our detective hats. We're going to figure out what you're actually getting, and maybe more importantly, what you're giving in return. Let's find out.
All right, first things first, let's start with the main event, the headline itself. We're going to break this whole promise down, piece by piece, starting with the big numbers that make this offer so tempting.
50,000. It's just a huge, eye-popping number. But what's really interesting here are the little phrases they attach to it. 100% real visitors, instant delivery, and no hidden costs. I mean, those are specifically designed to shut down your first wave of skepticism, to build a little bit of trust. But what does real even mean in this context?
And just when you're trying to wrap your head around that first number, bam, they hit you with another one. And this one is 10 times bigger. 500,000 ad credits. See, this is the secondary hook. It makes you think it's not just a one-time thing, but this huge resource you can use whenever you want. The sheer scale of it is just meant to feel overwhelming.
But wait, there's more. Of course there is. The offer doesn't stop there. To make it totally irresistible, they just stack on this massive pile of bonus offers. And this is classic marketing, right? You add so much perceived value that saying no starts to feel like you're really missing out.
18. That's the number. They promise you 18 additional traffic-generating memberships, all completely free. This isn't just a couple of little extras. We're talking about a whole suite of tools and services. The volume here is the key. It's meant to make you feel like you're getting an insane bargain, even though the main thing was already free. So what are these 18 things? Well, here's a little peek inside the box. We're talking about an SEO tool, an email automailer, access to a subscriber list of over 100,000 people. Oh, and you also get another 30,000 ad credits every single month. Plus a library of ebooks, free websites. I mean, you get the idea. Each one of these is its own little hook.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting from a marketing psychology standpoint. How do you convince someone of the value of something that you're giving away for free? Simple. You just slap a price tag on it. Let's take a look at how this offer builds up its own sense of worth.
This is the strategy right here. They take specific parts of that bonus package, things like a URL rotator or a solo ad blaster, and they assign them a concrete dollar value, like 37 or 39 bucks. All of a sudden, you're not just getting free tools, you're getting tools that supposedly sell for real money. This creates that feeling that you're getting hundreds of dollars in value, all for nothing.
Okay, so we've seen the promises, we've seen the bonuses, we've seen the supposed value. But this all leads to the biggest, most fundamental question of all. Where are these 50,000 visitors actually coming from? What is the engine that's actually powering this whole system?
The sales page talks about a massive network that delivers all this traffic. But what does that even mean? It's a pretty vague term, right? So let's break down the specific pieces that they say are part of this network.
And here they are. This is the list of the different kinds of sources. You see things like traffic exchanges, solo ad networks, Safelist, social media. So it's not one single source, but this whole ecosystem of different platforms that are all supposed to work together to generate clicks and views. Things like solo ad networks are where you pay somebody to email their private list for you. Safelist are similar, but everyone on the list agreed to get emails from other members. The point is, each one of these has its own specific way of working.
So to really get this, let's define one of the most common things on that list: a traffic exchange. Basically, it's a closed-loop system. You join, you look at other members' websites to earn points or credits, and then you spend those credits to get other members to look at your site. It's like an I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine system for website views. Now, the really crucial thing to think about here is who these visitors are. They're often other people just trying to promote their own stuff. So that really makes you wonder about the quality of that traffic and how engaged they are, doesn't it?
So we've deconstructed the promise and the machine behind it. Now let's go through the final and maybe most important step. What exactly happens when you decide to go for it? What are you, the user, really signing up for? Well, the process itself is designed to be as easy and frictionless as possible. As you can see, it's just two little boxes, your name and your email, then one giant, tempting button. No credit card, no complicated form. The barrier to entry is super, super low, which makes it really easy to just say, yeah, why not?
And there it is, the real exchange. It's usually in tiny print right under the button. You aren't paying with money, you're paying with your contact info and your permission. By signing up for the free visitors, you are explicitly agreeing to be put on a marketing list so they can send you stuff later. So much for no strings attached, huh? That's the string.
And we're going to end on this one last, critical detail usually tucked away at the very bottom of the page. Results may vary. After all the huge numbers, all the big promises, this one little disclaimer brings everything crashing back to reality. In online marketing, there are just no guarantees. So the next time you see an offer just like this one, what kind of questions are you going to be asking?